and welcome to another especially fun episode of Grommet Live. Tonight, it is all about game day essentials. Could be tailgating, could be if you are somebody who likes to actually go to the stadium and watch the games in person. Good for you. And many of these products are going to help you do that in style and a little more fun and a little bit easier. But if you are someone who likes to just kind of grill at home, chill at home, watch the games from your TV, we have got you covered for that too. So I kind of went a little safe today with my jersey. I gotta say, I actually have several of them over there, and I thought, should I wear my alma mater? Which, for anybody who cares, I am a Sun Devil. And I think I wore that last year. So I decided against that. And then I've got my kids. I've got the Longhorn. I've got the Georgia Dog. And so I was deciding between those two, and I didn't want to cause a squabble. So I'm just wearing a blue, and you can use your imagination for what it's for. But I would love to know inside the chat who's your big team, whether it's college, whether it's pro, what is the team that you guys are rooting for this season. Let me know inside the chat. And thank you everybody for your patience. We had a little bit of trouble getting started on time today, and I'm not going to go into details on that, but I thank you guys because I see a lot of you guys are here and you're on all the different platforms. We are on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we are on Instagram. Let's see, where else are we? We're on X. We are all over the place. So welcome wherever you are tuning in from. I see Linda Stanfield on, and we actually featured her product last night, and it was such a hit, and I am such a fan. Her product is Happy Toilet. In case you missed it, you got to watch that. Last night's show was so good. So I hope you guys will go back and watch that. And I'm sure we'll have some other makers from last night's show in. So welcome to all of you. We've got Maddie Garcia rooting for the Broncos. We've got Happy Arrow here in the house rooting for the Vikings. We've got the Steelers. Who is that? I think that might be Lulu. I think. Who else? We've got LSU. Go Tigers. Another LSU. I love it. Way to go, guys. And I also want to know, are you guys more into watching games at home, or do you like to go to the stadium? I like to watch at home. I like the big screen. I do like the commercials. I like all of that. And I like to be in the kitchen. I like that there's a grill outside. I like that I don't have to wait in long lines to get my beer when I want one, or whatever it is I happen to be drinking. So that's my cup of tea on game day. And you guys, we have so many good products tonight. We have so many products. I'll just say that I'm going to get started right away. And I have to say, we are featuring a total of 8 products tonight, but I wanted to feature about 58 products. There are so many great game day products on Grommet. So if you guys have not scoured the site for those, take time to do that because there's so many fun ones. It was really, really tough deciding, but we picked some great ones that I think you guys are all going to love. And before I get started, just a couple bits of housekeeping. Number one, I know you guys all love this more than anything else, and that is the giveaways. We are doing 2 giveaways tonight. And as I mentioned, these products are awesome, awesome products tonight. So you do want to get in on that giveaway if you have not already done it. And it's very easy to do that. You are just going to use that QR code right there. Just get your phone out and click that, and you can put your name and email. And if you are the winner, Jen, my awesome moderator who is here with us tonight, she will reach out to you to get, depending on what you win, you might have a color choice, a size choice, whatnot. She will find out, and we will get that out to you. So we are going to do one giveaway about halfway through the show, and we're going to do another one at the end. So if you don't win halfway, stay with us till the end. You might be the winner at the tail end of our show. And there is no strings attached. This is just Grommet's way and the maker's way of saying thank you guys for being here. And because you guys are here live, you do get that extra perk that I've been giving lately. And that is that you get an extra entry into the giveaway. And last night, I have to say, we did 2 giveaways. Both giveaway winners were live. And I do think it had to do with that extra entry because both of them did get the extra entry. So how do you get an extra entry? All you have to do is put your favorite team, and it doesn't even have to be football. It can be basketball. It can be any team that you love. put that in the chat, and Jen is keeping track, and she will give you an extra entry. So if you haven't already put it in fact, I might ask you to put it in again in case she missed it, because I'm kind of surprising her with that. And by doing that, you are going to double your chances of winning the giveaways tonight. And again, 2 really, really good ones. Now, as I go through these products, you are going to see, just very similar to that giveaway pop up there, you're going to see the product pop up, and you're going to see a QR code associated with that product. If you think the product is cool, even if you're not buying it tonight, but you just think, wow, that's a great idea, or maybe I want that at some point, or maybe I'm going to gift it, click the QR code, because all you're doing is giving kind of a virtual high five, a thumbs up, or what we call in Grommet land, an upvote for that maker. And those upvotes, you guys, are super, super important to the makers, because Grommet pays attention, and when products are getting a lot of action, they start to look for more and more ways to push those products out to the world. So this is a really big deal. So don't be shy with those QR codes tonight. And when you do click a QR code, you automatically get 20% off that product. And again, you can use it tonight, you can use it down the road, you don't have to use it at all. Totally up to you. The other thing I want to say, you guys are already being amazing in the chat, but I want to say that when it comes to live shopping, the chat is absolutely where it's at, because when that chat gets going, which it already is, guess what happens on all the different social media platforms? They start paying attention. They're going, what the heck is going on over there on Grommet Live? Let's push some more people over there to see what's going on. And so that's how the products that I'm featuring tonight are going to get seen by more and more people, is by that chat. So keep it going, guys. You guys are doing awesome. And we've got Cardinals, more LSU. Boy, LSU's a big one tonight. And Broncos, Detroit Pistons, basketball. Love it, love it. Okay, let's get this party started. And we are going to do that with my favorite, all-time favorite. Well, I got to back up. I was going to say my favorite party game to play, especially at tailgates. But this is a game I like to play at the beach, at the park, anywhere and everywhere. It could be while you're, well, I'll explain that in a minute. But my other favorite game I'm not featuring tonight, but I am a Codenames girl. That would be more of a board game. This is definitely not a board game. This game is called, and I have had the pleasure of featuring it a few different times. This is a Shark Tank winner of the biggest kind. In fact, I think it broke records for selling the most products of all time on Shark Tank, the most sales from a Shark Tank episode. Any guesses as to what this is? Anyone, anyone? I'm going to put you out of your suspense. It is Pepper Pong. Best game ever. It really, really is. Let me open it up and show you what's inside. But this was created by a gentleman named Tom Filippini, and he has joined us inside the chat many times. But again, big Shark Tank winner. And Tom actually, I kind of love the story behind it, so I'm going to start with that. And that is, Tom actually basically became sober back in 2016. And when he thought of sobriety, he thought of, in his mind, he associated drugs and alcohol and all of that with isolation. And so he wanted to create a game that was about interaction. And it went far beyond his sobriety, much like we all experience. We're seeing all the kids that are on their phones constantly, and there's so much isolation going on in society today. So his whole kind of inspiration for creating Pepper Pong was to do away with isolation, to get people to kind of put their phones down, to unplug, and to interact with each other and have fun. And that is just exactly what Pepper Pong is about. And I love that he donates these to all kinds of sober living and different houses all over the country for that purpose. So Tom, I love what you're doing, and keep doing what you're doing. But what is Pepper Pong? I will say that in a nutshell, it's basically, the way I think of it is, it's a combination of pickleball and ping pong. Just the kind of the perfect marriage of those two. When you open up this super cute case, what you will find inside are the Pepper Pong balls. And I want you guys to think of these actually as peppers, because each one has a little spice to it, which I'm going to explain in just a second. And there are 3 different spices. And then these are what they call mullets. But basically, it is sort of like a combination of a pickleball paddle and a ping pong paddle, if you can tell. And it's very soft and cushy. So what I love about that, what the magic of that is, that this game is silent. So you can play. This is one of those games where, yes, you can play ball in the house when it is pepper pong, because these are foam also. So together it is completely silent. But you are getting 4 of these paddles. And then this right here is what is basically the net, but they don't call it the net in pepper pong. It's called the fence. And this fence is expandable, as you can see. So it can be as small as even just 2 of these, or it can expand to the full length, which is, as you can see, quite long. And what's so cool about this is he kind of calls it the anti-ping pong, because you do not need a big, bulky ping pong table to play pepper pong. You can play this on any surface that's even flat-ish. Doesn't even have to be flat. So it can be an old clunky table, wooden broken down table. It can be the hood of your car. You can play it on the ground. You can play it anywhere. And that's what I love. You can take this to the beach, and if there's a picnic table, you can just whip this out, and it's so lightweight that it is so very, very portable. And it does come with this pouch, which makes it even more portable. But my gosh, there is not a person on the planet that picks this up and starts playing and does not have the time of their life, whether they are 3 years old or 103. I love how Tom created this to have almost 0 learning curve. Like, this is, when you start playing, you'll see you can have rallies for days. You could do 40, 50. I mean, even if you have no experience whatsoever in pickleball, ping pong, any of it, you can be really good at it. Whereas ping pong, as many of you guys know, if you play or if you have played and you've played against someone really good, they can just crush you. And it's embarrassing. I will tell you that I was the Carnival Cruise Line champion on a cruise I went on. I'm very proud of that for ping pong. Ping pong fans in the house I'm seeing tonight. And Pepper Pong is here with us. Yay, I'm so glad. So guys, trust me, if you are hosting a game day party, if you are hosting a tailgate and you're out by the stadium, bring this with you. It is just going to take your event up several notches, because it is so much fun and everybody can get in on the action. I'm going to show it to you in action so you guys know what I'm talking about, and you're just going to get a flavor for it by this video of how fun it is and just what a good mood it puts everybody in. Great video they made here, by the way. So see, they're at the beach. Here they are. It looks like in a garage or something. I love that. It's not ping pong. So fun. And I wanted to show you this picture only because they're playing on a dock, if I'm seeing that correctly. She's in a floaty. Like, that's how portable it is. That's how fun this is, anywhere and everywhere. And check out the headband that she's wearing. In fact, I have to say, I don't know why I didn't have my headband on. There we go. Now I've got my headband on. And not only does it come with a headband, how cool are you playing with these guys? I mean, this is serious business here. So it comes with all of this, comes with the bag, 4 paddles, comes with the fence, this is the magic. These are the peppers. And so when we say peppers, I should have opened it ahead of time. Oh, here we go. Each one is named a different pepper. So this is what we call our jalapeno. This is our habanero. So this is green in case color is not coming out right. And this is the ghost pepper. So this is like advanced. This is like a little more dense than these, and it's a little heavier. So it's going to bounce a little higher. So when you're a little more advanced, you might do the ghost pepper. But I would say you want to start, and Pepper Pong, maybe you can correct me on this if I'm wrong, but I think you start with the habanero. It's kind of like middle of the road. And then the jalapeno is more if you're like on a smaller table and you don't want as much bounce. I think I have that right, but Pepper Pong, you let me know. We're getting lots of peppers and fire in the chat. I love it, love it, love it. But you guys, I will tell you, Pepper Pong has completely hijacked my dining room table. It is that game, just leave it out somewhere where people can kind of see it, and it will get played constantly. So this sits, I have a big round glass table. This sits across the middle of our glass table. And I just love that when kids have friends come over, they'll just pick it up, and I don't even hear it because it's so silent, because between this cushy paddle and these foam balls, nothing. But you do hear the yelling and the screaming and the cheering and all of that, which is super fun. But it is such a kick. And you are seeing the price right there. And again, you guys, this is, I mean, when I talked about the QR code, if you think this is cool, if you love the story behind it, if you love what Tom is doing with Pepper Pong, grab that QR code because you're giving him a high five and you are letting Grommet know that you think this is cool. But also, you are getting that 20% off, which that is a win-win because this is typically almost $90 for the full set. And that seems a little pricey, but I will tell you, when you start playing, you play, just have this in your house for one day, it is worth every penny of that. But you're getting it for less than that. You're getting it for $72 on Grommet with that 20% discount. And holidays are just around the corner. What a great gift. What a great gift for anybody, any age, male, female. It's just like that can't miss. And it will become so much fun at whatever event you're going to for gifting purposes. So if you're going to a game day tailgate kind of a party, what a fun little kind of housekeeping or what do you call that? Housewarming host or hostess gift to bring. You will be a major hit. Customers fight over who gets to wear the headband and sweatbands. I bet they're very comfortable, I got to say. So I think, does it come? I think it comes with, or at least mine came with 2 headbands and 2 wristbands. And then the 4 paddles, the balls, the fence, the carrying case, the whole shebang for the $72. So you guys, it is so fun. It was just the perfect way to kick off this show because if you are hosting an event or going to an event, you got to have this when people walk in or walk out to the yard or wherever it happens to be, because it just sets the tone that this party is going to be a lot of fun. So Pepper Pong, you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you, Tom, for creating this. It is so much more fun than any game I ever play. And I do love ping pong and I do love pickleball and I do love tennis. I love them all. But this one takes the cake, I got to say, just because I love that everybody can play. I have a special needs son who I mention on here all the time, Colin, in case he's watching. And he is just addicted to it. And I love that he can play as well as his brother can play. It's so great. Yes, Ghost is our spiciest ball for fast advanced games. Habanero, the yellow, is the Goldilocks ball for most surfaces and players. And Jalapeno, the green, is best for the tighter, smaller surfaces or novice players. But they all rock. And they do. And it's fun to kind of switch it up after you get used to one and then you switch it to another. Super fun. So I love it, love it, love it. I hope you guys grabbed that QR code because it is a great game. You will not be disappointed. Okay, we are going to move on to our next product. Let me put my Pepper Pong away, make some room. Okay, where is my little list? I was very good at writing my list ahead of time and then I hid it from myself. Okay, I'm so excited about this one, you guys, because I know this gentleman that created this product. And right when I knew that we were going to be doing a game day, I said, we have got to get the happy hour hero on Game Day Essentials, because I mean, what would a tailgating or football watching event be without Happy Hour Hero? And what is Happy Hour Hero? Well, it is actually an armchair caddy. And maybe you have seen armchair caddies in the past. I've seen, there's a lot of them on Amazon and they kind of flop over the arm, kind of not very sturdy. They just flop over them. Maybe they have pockets or something like that. Well, Brad, who invented this, has taken it to a whole different level. And he's actually a member of my Live Shopping Academy. Love having him in there. He is another one of our star students. And so he's going to be selling his product live, which it's just so perfect for that because you've got to see all the different ways that you can use this to fully appreciate. And you have to see it in action because it really is unlike anything I've ever seen or used before. And Brad, I will tell you, I think Brad is with us in the chat. I will tell you that this is a total staple in my house. It kind of follows me around the house. I may need to have you send me a few more Happy Hour Heroes because, well, let me just show you it first and then I'll explain. But there are a few different places that I've been using it and loving it. And then I was with my mom today. She just moved into an assisted living place and she's in a wheelchair now. And I'm looking at the arm of her wheelchair going, I think I can get her a Happy Hour Hero for the arm of her wheelchair. Because what's so cool about this, let's see it. Here it is right here, Happy Hour Hero. Really sleek, really nice looking, very durable, heavy duty, high quality. And I'm going to go through all the features in just a second. But what is so cool, I'm going to turn it to show you right here. This here, it's a nice big open space here, but this is adjustable. So it adjusts to all different size of armchairs. And so think of everything from, I'm going to show you some pictures, but I kept asking Brad before I got mine, does it work on an Adirondack chair? Does it work on this chair? Yes, 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 yes. So think of your favorite chair. Maybe it's a club chair in front of the television when you're watching a game. Maybe, in my case, I have this bench out in front of my house that I love to sit there and have a glass of wine at the end of the day, or go through my mail or read a magazine or whatnot. But I have no table around. It's just my bench. And so I'm constantly putting my drink between my legs, putting things, maybe I take my sunglasses off and I'm tucking them or putting them on my head. I have now parked my happy hour hero on the arm of that bench, and I am in heaven, because what it's really given me is a table. It's like a little mini table, and not just the table, but again, so sturdy. But it comes obviously with this cup holder here, so it kind of fully rotates. So, depending on where you're sitting and how you want to position it, it does come out. I've got a beer can in here, but I love this slot right here, because I'm sure many of you guys have figured out, I do have a coffee cup here, that is perfect, because I also sit out there with my morning coffee. So it holds that handle right like that. And so it's just, really sturdy. And then on the surface right here, I'm going to lift it up, but this is sort of an anti-slip surface. So whatever you're putting on top of here is grip, and it's going nowhere. And it's really a nice big size. So you can put, a bowl of chips on here. You can put some pizza on here. You can put anything and everything on here. But then when you turn it this way, you've also got these built-in pockets. That's so handy. This opens up nice and wide, but I mean, you could put your remote control in there. You can put your sunglasses in there. You could put all kinds of things in there. But the real genius of this is in how durable and how strong and just solid work it is. But it's also in this patent pending adjustable wall here. So it does adjust from a arm that is as slim as 2.25 inches, and it'll go as wide as 5.25 inches. So think of all of the different kinds of chairs that will work on. And so let me show you a few pictures to give you an idea of that. Here's one that shows a couple different, because again, I asked right away, what about Adirondack chairs? And there you go. Look how perfectly. See how it just brings almost a table-like surface, just kind of expands that arm so you can securely put all kinds of things there. And then on the right here, it's just sort of a wicker armchair. Fits perfectly. And what's amazing about it is how secure, when you adjust it and it kind of hugs that arm, it is going nowhere. It is not flopping. It is not, whatever you put on it is going to stay there. It's as if it was built in. And here we go, watching a game right there, I have a feeling. And here's Brad, and there's that wicker chair. I love that picture, Brad. I stole it from your video. This I love. I had not thought of this, Brad. I love it. And I can't wait to use it for this. How great is that on a bathtub? So fun. It just turns your bathtub into a 5-star luxury spa experience. And then this one I thought was so clever too. In an RV, those, big thick arms in an RV. How about turning that arm into a table? Pretty great. Let's see, do I have another one? I think those are all the images I have. And it does come with also this I haven't needed it yet, Brad, but I appreciate that you put it in there. So it comes with this. So if you want that extra security when you're securing it to whatever chair you're putting it on, this is going to give it an extra grip. So this is really, I could see that being helpful. The other thing I love about this, Brad, that I didn't expect, and I thought, gosh, when I first put it on my bench, I thought, I wish that it was adjustable, reversible. Like I wish I could change things around so I could use it on the other arm as well. Of course, Brad thought of that. And so it is reversible. So you can take the cup holder out. This comes off right here. And as you can see, there's a hole there. So then the cup holder can go on that side. And then the end piece comes off and can be put on the other side. So whether you want to put your happy hour hero on the left or on the right, they have you covered. You can do either one. So smart. So really genius design, Brad, and so useful. So as I mentioned, it is a staple on my front patio, but I do move it, and I moved it at two different places. One on our rooftop, we have kind of that wicker, same kind of wicker furniture, and I put it on the arm of my wicker furniture because we have a fire pit, but there's no place around the fire pit to put anything. And so same thing where I was kind of putting things between my legs, not anymore. It goes right on the arm. And then I also have the club chair in front of the television, and I love it right there. So I can't decide, just keep moving it around. And again, as I said, I'm curious if you've tried it on a wheelchair arm, because I think it's probably right about that 2.5-inch arm. So I'm going to take this there because she has no place to put anything with her wheelchair. So this would be so brilliant for her. And she is one of those who carries around her darn coffee cup all day long. It could be 5 at night. She's still got that coffee cup. She doesn't even drink it. She just likes to have it with her. I don't know. Let's see. Happy Hour Hero says, I love watching on my porch at home. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Let's see. Playing to Grommet did my last draft last night. Oh, we got, let's see. Broncos football, Detroit Pistons, LSU. Oh my God. Oh, okay. I'm clearly up top here. We're getting fantastic, brilliant, so many uses. Love that it has the pocket divider. The pocket is brilliant. I've used this for so many things. I can't even think of them all. I just grabbed some things around here to show you, but my earbuds were in there the other day. So I just love that there's a place for everything and everything in its place. This is one of those things that it's not until you start using it that you realize how much you absolutely love it, and you can't believe you didn't have one before. So, and at that price, Brad, that is such a good price, you guys, under $50. You'll know what I'm talking about when you get it home, because it is so high quality. It is a lifer. This is not, you are not going to break this. This is so durable. And it does come in 3 different colors. Brad, I hope I get this right. I think it is a gray. I meant to bring the color, or to show images of the color, so I apologize for that. There's kind of a teak. Is this the weathered teak? I'm not, Brad, you tell us in the, I don't want to get this wrong. So you tell us in the chat what the colors are. It could work on a wheelchair. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm going to bring it over there and try it. I'll send you a picture. It's amazing. Once you use it, you don't want to be without it. I can vouch for that. I really can. If somebody tried to take this away from me, I might kill them. I'll just say that. So anyway, let us know the different colors. Yes, this is the weathered teak. I really like this. It's just versatile. Like my club chair is white, and it looks really nice on there. And my wicker is about like yours up top. And then I've got kind of the iron bench out front. It looks great on all of them. Could work on a wheelchair, weathered teak. Okay, great. So again, guys, if you love this, if you think it is very, very clever, I'm just telling you, it's so far beyond any other kind of armchair caddy you've seen before. And as I said, on Amazon, there's a lot of them. They're nothing like this. This is like a piece of furniture that just, it's like when you put it on, you feel like it's built in to your existing furniture. Super cool. Comes in light gray and brown as well. Okay, so those 3 colors. So well done, Brad. Really, really. It's just kind of from an engineering standpoint, it's genius. And I know it is patent pending, that adjustability and the fact that it's reversible. So there's very few chairs or couches or anything that it won't work on. It's so adjustable. And you're thinking with the different sizes, it won't be as sturdy maybe. I mean, the 3 uses that I just explained, they're all very different sizes, and it is as sturdy as can be on all 3 uses. And I look forward to trying it on the wheelchair. So I'll let you guys know about that. Okay, we've got a lot to get to, so we are going to move on. But before we do, if you have not already entered the giveaway, you definitely want to do that now. So I'm going to have Jen put that QR code up one more time. And I think a lot of you guys have gotten in on the double entry, but if you haven't, all you have to do is put your favorite team. Sports team does not have to be football, whoever you are going to be rooting for this season, 2025-2026, put it in the chat and you will double your chances of winning one of our 2 giveaways. Okay, all right, with that, we are going to shift gears in kind of a big way. But what is a game day party? What is a tailgate? if you don't have food, if you're not cooking. So we have a few very clever cooking gadgets tonight that I'm excited, and they're going to spread throughout the show. But this one is super clever, and I have seen it on Grommet for quite a while. It's been on Grommet for a while, and the first time I saw it, I thought that is brilliant, and it's so simple, super cute how it's designed, and I'm going to show you in just a second, but solves a huge problem, at least for me, and I'm guessing for most people, in such a simple way. I love inventions like that. And there's no batteries, there's no plugs, there's no any of that, just very, very simple. The product is called Fish-tastic. Has anyone tried? Does anybody know what Fish-tastic is? It is a fantastic invention. And you're probably thinking, fish on game day essentials? I don't get it. Who's serving flounder for their tailgate party? But when I do tailgate parties, I love doing Mexican food. I love having that really great game day guacamole with really good chips. I love fish tacos. And so I thought, let's do Fish-tastic for game day essentials. And I have a fantastic, I will tell you, a Fish-tastic fish taco recipe. Show you a picture of it. And anybody who wants it, let us know and I will get that out to you guys. But it's just like a can't miss, so good fish tacos. So that, I'm happy to send the recipe to anybody who wants it. I'm back. I don't know what happened, you guys, but thank you for being patient. It looks like most of you guys are still on. Thank you. I hope that does not happen again. I'm so sorry about that. I was just showing you guys my fabulous fish taco recipe. So there that is. So let us know in the chat if you want that recipe, because it's super fun to serve on any kind of game day, but we do a lot of Mexican in our household. So I do fish tacos quite a bit. But this is Fish-tastic. And let me show it to you in person instead of in the picture, and then I will explain it. Here it is right here. Again, very, very simple. This is really high quality stainless steel. And it is, as you can see, the shape of a fish. And as you can see over here, there is engraving there, and it says minutes along the side. And then there are different numbers right here. And what you're going to do is when you make fish, if you want to make the most perfect fish without fail, foolproof every single time, you want to get a Fish-tastic. This is just a kitchen gadget that has to be in every household that enjoys fish. Because all you do is you take your fish. It can be salmon, cod, tuna, mahi-mahi, halibut, anything at all. And you're going to place this on top of the fish, and you're going to push this down into the thickest part of the fish. And then it's going to, and I'll go back to that picture real quick to show you what I'm talking about there. You can see it better here. So we're putting it down all the way so that the tail rests on the top of the fish right there. And then as you can see, there's a little red line right there that corresponds with a number. And so that's going to tell you the precise amount of time that you need to be cooking your fish if you want it done to perfection. How simple is that? But how clever is that? So again, just depending on, it might be much thinner. So if it's, only like the split, like a half inch right there. So then I am going to cook this for about 7 or 8 minutes. See that red line right there? It tells me exactly how much to cook it. So if you're someone who entertains and you just, that stress of, oh God, I hope I don't overcook it. There's nothing worse than overcooked fish. And you're just hoping you don't overcook it, or you don't want to underdo it. Although I do tend to like mine a little underdone sometimes. But with Fish-tastic, it just takes all of the guesswork out of cooking fish, grilling fish. So if you are into fish tacos for game day, you're going to love this. But you're going to love this for any kind of fish that you cook year round. And so whether you are cooking in the oven or you're doing it out on the grill outside, you're going to use this, and it's going to work the same no matter where you are. And Linda says, that is amazing. Lots of great comments on this guy right here. This is dishwasher safe, so you can just pop it in the dishwasher. Although I don't know that you really even need to do that, because you could just, put a little dish soap on it underwater. And it is heat safe up to 1,000 degrees. So go to town, however hot you want it to be. And size wise, it's about 10 and 10 and 3/4 inches. This guy right here is about 5 and 3/4 inches. And so really, this is just kind of a gauge that you're using, a temperature gauge, and how long you're going to be cooking your fish. And you'll get it perfect every time with no stress. I love that, especially if you're hosting anything at all when you're having guests over. Just taking that stress out of the way is kind of nice. And so play with it a little bit. Like I said, I tend to like mine a little underdone, so I go just slightly under what this says. Backside tells you what temperature to use. Oh, I did not even know that. Let's see. Place fish on a flat surface, measure the thickest part, grill or fry at 375 degrees, and you're going to bake it at 450 degrees. I didn't even see that. I was just using my brain and my my experience and knowledge in the culinary world, which is not much. Let's see. I don't usually cook fish. I am in charge of the grill. Is it always cooked at the same temp? Good question. And we just answered that. It's on the back. My bad. Let's see. Again, place it on flat surface, measure the thickest part. If you're grilling it, so Brad, this is for you. You're going to do 375 degrees. And if you're going to bake it, it's going to be at 450. So that amount of time corresponds with the 375 and the 450. And I love the price point. And again, I love a good hostess gift. And I think if you're going to something where they might be serving fish, I think this is such a fun hostess gift. Or maybe you are going with somebody on a boat and you guys are going fishing and you're going to cook the fish later. How fun to bring this as a host or hostess gift. Or maybe you just know someone who loves to cook fish, and it would make a great gift for that too. And it is made in the USA, so that always makes it a little bit better. And so grab that QR code just to, if nothing else, if you're not going to get it right now, give them just a upvote so Grommet knows that you think it's a very clever, smart invention, which I think we can all agree that it really, really is. And I love that. And I love that it was created by Jay and Andrew. I don't know if they're both here because all I'm seeing is Fishtastic. But you guys, thank you for joining us inside the chat. And thank you for inventing this and making my fish tacos so much more foolproof. I don't have to worry anymore. I love it. And this is how it comes in case anybody wants to know. And just very simple instructions, just really, really easy and simple, but so smart. Okay, moving on, we are going to do another kitchen gadget. And I mentioned that whenever I host something for game day, a tailgate of any kind, one of the first things that comes to my mind is really good game day guac. I love good guacamole. I make really good guacamole. If you want my guac recipe, let me know in the chat. I'll make sure you get that too. And if you entered the giveaway, then I already have your email, so I can make sure to get that out to you. But this clever kitchen gadget, I am kind of in love with because it makes it so easy and again, so foolproof to peel an avocado and make great guacamole. But I fell in love with it for that because it really does make it so easy, and it's just, and you're done. And I'm going to show you a video in just a second. But when I realized that it's for more than just guacamole, I mean avocado, then I really loved it that much more. And I'll tell you why, because a fruit that I love, this is called Avo Loop, first of all. Cool looking, very, very simple. I got to say, so clever that the handle mimics the avocado seed. Isn't that great? So cute, so clever. So Avo Loop, as you can imagine, is designed to just go and really get very, very close to that skin of the avocado so that you are wasting zero. And we know avocados have gotten quite expensive these days. And we know how good avocados taste. We don't want to waste any of it. So this ensures that you waste nothing because it really gets close to that skin. It's almost like a kind of a wire of sorts. And it's not sharp at all, but it's just the right, how round it is, the shape of it makes it so that you're not breaking the skin on the avocado. You're just doing it perfectly. But guess what else it's great for? I love mango. And this is a great way to peel mango. And to me, it's really challenging to peel mango. So this is great for that. It's also great for kiwis. So triple whammy with this little guy. And just so simple. Let me show you the video. Okay, where is my avocado? There it is. Really quick video, but you'll get the picture. See how close it gets right in there? You're not wasting any of that. And there you go. That quick. And then just slice it up and mash it up and make a, oh, here it is, the mango. Look at that. If you've ever tried to peel a mango, you know that that is quite a feat. And then I'm going to just show you a couple images too. I like this one because see how perfect that is? See how there is just nothing left inside that avocado shell? So that's what this guy does. Just makes it so simple and so seamless to peel an avocado. Pretty great. And this was invented by a gentleman named Kevin. And I don't know if Kevin is in the chat or not. Kevin, are you with us? He's got some great videos on YouTube and then on the Grommet website as well. But it is just one clean motion and just, and you're done. And what it is this is what he calls a tempered stainless steel. But so it's not dangerous at all. It's not sharp. You're not going to cut yourself. Very, very simple. And he is a veteran. So it's a veteran-owned business made in the USA. So let's support that. And the Grommet price, normally $23.99. You are getting it for $19.20, which when you think of the hassle that this is going to solve for you with all three of those, with the kiwi, and there's probably others it does as well, but what comes to mind for me is kiwi, mango, avocado. All of those are a little bit difficult to peel. Not anymore. And Linda's saying, and it's another great gift too. Great hostess gift. This is, talk about Cinco de Mayo gift. I like that. We've got a ways to go for that, but I always, all year long, I'm kind of thinking of those things. So really cool design too, Kevin. I love it. Well done. Okay, guys, we are halfway through. We've done 4 products, so we are going to do our first giveaway. So I hope everybody has entered. I hope that somebody who is live with us tonight who doubled their chances gets to win tonight. And what am I giving away? I didn't even decide yet, so I have to think about this. I think I am going to give away, I think I'm going to give away pepper pong, because as I said, there is no better way to start a party than pepper pong. Love it so much. So we are going to give away pepper pong. So that is the big giveaway. So good luck to everybody. Drum roll, please. Da, 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 da. The first giveaway winner is inside the chat. Her name is Ariana Domi. Ariana, congratulations. You are the winner of, oh, down on the ground, or I would hold it up for you. Pepper pong, the world's greatest game, cross between pickleball and ping pong, but no learning curve. Everybody can play, and it is such a blast. So when you get your pepper pong, I hope that you will post a video or something with you playing it, because I know the pepper pong guys will love that. And be sure to tag them. Be sure to tag me too, so that I can kind of keep it going and keep promoting pepper pong, because I'm such a fan, as you can probably tell. Huge pepper pong fan. Okay, if you did not win, it is not too late. We're going to do another giveaway at the end of the show, so don't give up. Okay, we're going to keep moving along. Now, I was so excited to get this product on this show, because if you are hosting a tailgate party or a game watching party, or if you're going to one, this would be a great gift to bring as well. But this is a product I've had the pleasure of featuring a few times, and I have probably gifted it no less than 10 times, because I do have kids in college. So I think it's a great item for anyone that is living in a shared space, for sure. Anyone that maybe doesn't clean their toilet as often as they should, or keep their bathroom smelling as good as it should be. And this I have to say, kind of segue from last night's show, because we had Happy Toilet on last night, which is brilliant. And this is just kind of takes that to another level, and it's very different. But this is called Lulu. And if everybody at your party is having hot dogs and chili and all of that, they may have to go to the loo, and the loo might not smell so good after they go to the loo. And they might get embarrassed, because other people are going to come in after and know what happened before they got in there. And so I love this product, because it takes care of all of that for you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is called the Lulu. And this is designed to fit virtually any toilet at all. This arm right here is the magic. It's just going to bend around the toilet. I think I have I do have a video I'm going to show you in just a second. So it hugs the bowl of the toilet and sits inside the toilet. As you can see here, there's a toggle, so you can put it on either automatic or manual, and it has a sensor. So this is a touch-free toilet freshener. So when somebody comes in and sits down, or motions like they're going to sit down, and they do their thing, when they get back up, it's automatically going to spray natural essential oils on the top of the toilet water. And so what that does is it kind of traps the odors with that really nice smelling, and they have all different scents that I'll talk to you about in a second, so that the next person that comes in is not going to smell what happened before they came in. They're going to smell the loveliness of whatever essential oil is inside of here. So it is so smart. Now I'm going to put it on manual to show you guys how it works. So with manual, I'll press this, and then out from here, there's the little spray nozzle there. The oil is going to come out. So, oh, I sprayed my keyboard. So maybe it's better if I show it that way. Did you see that? Oh, I sprayed my screen too. Oh, I have coconut lime in right now. That's one of my favorites. And I always love to know what the most popular scent is. I'm going to tell you what all the scents are right now, so you guys can all guess inside the chat which scent is the most popular. So the different scents that they have, and let me show you what they look like. All you have to do is press this button to release it, and you get this canister that's filled with the natural essential oils. And each one of them, I've smelled most of them by now, and I love them all, but I really do love this coconut lime. And inside of here is about 400 sprays. So that's going to last you about, do I have this right? 4 months. for just one of these. So when you buy Lulu, you're going to get this and you're going to get one of these with it. And then you can buy all different scents bundles and different things like that. But the different scents are the coconut lime, there is a citrus, there is a clean cotton, a lavender, a peppermint vanilla, a Christmas wreath, a holiday spice, a warm teakwood. I think that covers all of them. So guessing inside the chat which one is the most popular. I have a guess. I'm gonna wait for you guys before I guess. So basically all you do is you take this, you put it in here just like this, and it is lodged in there and it's ready to go. Now again, I had it on manual, but I typically in my house I keep it on automatic so that it automatically works every time somebody comes in. The other very cool thing is it has a built-in toilet bowl light, which I love because, and you may have seen those, I forget, a couple years ago, there was a really popular light, but the fact that this does both of them. So, and it is that auto sensor. So when you walk in, it's going to illuminate the toilet water. So maybe you're coming in the middle of the night, you don't want to turn the light on. You don't have to, because it's going to do that for you. So let me show you guys how this works. I'll show you it in action. I love this video. It's very quick.
If your partner always leaves the toilet smelling, then you need one of these. It attaches to the toilet bowl and it has a built-in sensor that detects when you sit down, and it automatically sprays a mist of essential oils into the water that eliminates any odor. It fits any toilet, has a built-in nightlight, and you can choose from loads of scents.
How great is that? I love it. So that is the Lulu. Now you can see why any house that is serving any kind of chili or hot dogs or burgers or anything like that, fish for that matter, having a Lulu is just very nice to have. It really is. And again, it's such a great gift for anybody moving into a new place, anybody in an apartment with, you know, a shared space that wants to be respectful of others that are using the same bathroom. It is so smart. And so what you are getting, as you're seeing there with the QR code, typically this whole kit is $99, but you are getting the set for $79.20. That's with the 20% discount. And so what you get is one of these, the Lulu itself. It does come with the batteries. And so that's really nice. I love a product when you could just take it out of the box and set it up immediately. And it takes all of 10 seconds to set it up, basically, because you're just, what I did with the arm, because it's kind of like a bendable arm, I kind of over bent it before I put it on because I really wanted it to hug the toilet. And so that's kind of a little tip, is going to over bend it so it's tighter. And then you just put, oh, I smell like a lot of lime coconut. Is anybody guessing? Nobody's guessed the number one scent. I'm so curious if anybody, okay, well, I'm going to tell you which one I would get. I'm between two of which scent I think would be the number one. I am thinking clean cotton. I don't know why I love that scent. And I know it's probably not a bathroom scent, but I just love that clean. And then also citrus. I feel like when it comes to cleaning bathrooms and just kind of freshening something up, citrus would be a good one. So I will leave it to Lulu to let us know. Nice football halftime is when toilets are used the most. Absolutely. And Linda would know because her husband has been a master plumber for 40 years. So she would know. And this would be a good item for plumbers to have on hand to sell. Let's see. Somebody's guessing lavender. Somebody else is guessing citrus. Someone else is guessing lime coconut. So Lulu, are you guys here to tell us the number one seller? And if you're not, I have a feeling Jen knows what it is and she will tell us. So we will find out. But just a great, great item. I love every time I get to feature it. I'm over the moon because it's such a fun item, but yet it works incredibly well. Really, really well. So again, you do get that scent. It's going to last you a good 4 months, 400 sprays. So just depending on how much you use it. And then you get the batteries and the Lulu itself. Okay, we are going to move on and let us know, Jen, if you find out what the top seller is. I don't know why that's important to me, but it is. One other thing I was going to say, I thought about as I was looking at Happy Hour Hero, and similarly, we were showing how it works well in RVs. I was thinking that Lulu would be great for RVs. It would also be great for anyone that has a boat with a bathroom on it. So anytime there's sort of a small space that everybody has to use the same toilet, Lulu is brilliant. Really, really good. So I don't know why I thought of that, but I did. Okay, we are going to move on. This one is a new product that is, I think, fairly brand new to Grommet. And it is so perfect for tailgating that I was so excited to have it on. We've had another product on by these same makers and I love these guys. They actually came together, I think it was during COVID, and they shared the, common bond of kids during COVID and what do you do with them and how do we keep them, from just being on their phones and on TV all the time and have infuse a little fun into the household. And so they created something that I'll just quickly show you. This is not the product that we're featuring tonight, but I do love it so much. It's called City Bonfires. So it's a little mini bonfire, and it's a whole s'mores kit. So it's really, really great, and would be great for tailgating party also. But the product that they just sent me that I was so excited about is called the Chair Blanket. And so it is basically what it sounds like. It is a blanket that is designed to go around a chair. And so think of with Happy Hour Hero, how we were looking at those Adirondack chairs. Think about those chairs and how when you sit on them, especially if it's starting to get nighttime, there might be a little dew on there, or maybe it's morning and there's dew on the chairs, or maybe it's any time of day when maybe it's the chairs are really hot, or they're just so hard also, right? And you sit down, you got the slats on the back of your legs, the indentions that you get. Well, they were so smart to come up with a really cozy fleece blanket that is designed to hug and go around, fit around the entire chair. And it doesn't have to be Adirondack, it can be any kind of a chair. But I love, they did a phenomenal job with it. It's really great quality. Again, like really nubby, cozy fleece. And this one is, I had to bring this one because it's for my daughter who's a Georgia dog. We had to do the red, but it does come in 3 colors. It comes in green and also gray. And I do have those colors here as well. So I do love the plaid, the checkerboard, I'll say. That's the green. And then the gray is very sharp looking, I will say. This is the gray. So all 3 colors are wonderful. But the brilliance is in the fact that this is a 2-sided blanket. On one side, it is just ultra soft and cozy that you just want it to envelop you. And then on the other side, it is waterproof. And so nothing is going to get through this waterproof lining. And so whatever is underneath, whether it's dirty or wet or whatever it might be, you're not going to know about it. All you're going to know is that you are sitting in pure comfort and bliss. So let me show you pictures to show you how nicely it fits around the chairs. I just thought this was so smart because so many times I'll go sit on, and it can even be like a big beach chair or something, and it's just not cozy. You're doing s'mores or something. Look how cozy this is. How nice is that? So those are like sort of, I don't think those are Adirondack. They're not. It looks like they're kind of the plastic, big, kind of club chair like. And so it fits around all different sizes. Here's another one. Actually, those look like these could be the same ones. But there was a picture they had also with a kid in sort of a small little kid's beach chair, fit, perfectly around that. Because what's really smart is they have this built in the back. Oh, let me make myself a little bigger here. Where am I? Okay. So this right here, so this is a little bit of a stretch here, and it's going to go around the back of the chair, and then it's designed to really hug and hold on to that chair and keep it in place. And so it can adjust to different sizes. And then it has the built-in pouch, so for transport, you can just put it inside the pouch and carry it with you. Just really easy to get from wherever you're going. If you're going back into the stadium or anywhere and everywhere, you're going from the car to the beach or the park or whatever it might be. How nice to just make sitting in a chair around the fire so much more cozy and comfortable. What a perfect complementary product to the s'mores kit. I love it. And what a great gift, the 2 of them together, especially. Lots of comments flying in here. Let's see. Love the chair blanket. I have the red and the Texas Strong one for Texas flood victims. That's fantastic. I love that. Ryan chimed in about bird poop. How many times you go to sit on a chair, hopefully you look before you sit and you see the bird poop. Putting this on takes care of all of that. So you can just sit down, you have to worry about anything, and you are so much more comfortable. Let's see. Okay. what else do we have here? Perfectly hugs your chair, waterproof side down, protects you from wet or dirty chairs, and cozy side keeps you warm. Yes, it does. We have iguana poop down in Florida. Oh, God. You definitely need a chair blanket for iguana poop. I don't know that I've ever seen iguana poop. I don't know that I ever want to see iguana poop. Very smart, says Ryan, and fits most chairs, Adirondack rocking, camping chairs, office chairs, wheelchairs. Good to know about the wheelchair. Really good to know about that. I was thinking my son Colin, who loves to fish, and he always brings his it's a grommet chair. Why am I blanking on it? His sit pack chair. He loves his sit pack chair. He brings that down there. This, when it gets, he goes sometimes at nighttime and sometimes very early in the morning when it's cold. Brilliant. So brilliant. I love it. Let's see. Someone else is saying great product. This is a hit. If you guys are loving it as much as you're saying, make sure to grab the QR code because it is new on Grommet. So let them know how much you love it, whether you're buying it or not. If you are buying it, it's a home run because you're getting 20% off. It's normally almost $50, $49.95. You are getting it for $39.95, $39.96 to be exact. And that's a great price point for gifting. I love this, and what a great gift. And again, all three of the colors, the green, each one of them has black. So it's the green, the red, and the gray. Love that it fits wheelchairs. Let's see. And then perfect for iguana poop. We're back on the iguana poop. My dog loves his. Oh, my dog would love it too, come to think of it. And we have a new dog in the household, Barney. Barney loves jumping up on the chair, so he's going to love it. You can take it into stadiums. That's what I was thinking. I was going to ask you that because it does have that carry bag, which is really, really nice. And then those chairs that are the hard plastic and the slats and your back of your legs, how nice. And if you're going to a baseball game that goes late into the night when they have those extra innings, to be in a cozy chair like that, I love it. Great for hunting, camping, the beach. Fits boats, golf carts too. Oh my gosh, you guys, City Bonfires, you have a home run with that product. Love it so much. And again, what a fantastic gift to give. So you guys pick up that QR code because you'll have it. Even if you can't think of someone that you want to gift it to now, trust me, come Christmas time, you're going to go. It's so fun on Grommet to be able to have that file with all your 20% off. And when you go shopping, you just go to the file and it's going to get your wheels spinning and you're going to remember all of these cool products. Concerts is another one. Love that. Great ideas, guys. Keep it coming in the chat. Love it. Okay, our next product. This is a bit of a kitchen gadget. Oh, I'm like, where did it go? Is it a kitchen gadget? You guys tell me if it's a kitchen gadget. I have featured this a few times, and I love featuring it every time because every time I think of more and more reasons why I love it. And by the time in between featuring it, I've used it in so many other different ways. And I just think it is such a brilliant invention. And I'm guessing many of you are probably already using it. And if you're not, you need to be using these. These are called Grillicious. Has anybody used these yet? They are so smart. These are basically, I'm going to open this up to show you. It is a zipper pouch, vacuum seal zipper pouch. So it's fresh when you open it. And oh, I can smell it already. The one I'm opening is garlic. And basically it is a flavor infused grill or pan wipe, but it's not just for a grill. You can wipe so many different things with it, but oh my God, it smells so good. I can't even tell you. This is the garlic. I think the last time I did the mesquite I think it was no, it was the hickory. It was the hickory that I did last time. Oh, the scent is amazing. And so here you go. This is 100% cotton. And what I typically do is I'll take tongs and pull it out and then wipe the grill with it. And so what you're doing is instead of putting the marinade and the sauces and all of that on the meat that you're grilling, you're actually putting it onto the grate itself I'm a big cast iron fan, so I use it with cast iron all the time. And it just infuses this insanely good, subtle flavor into whatever it is you're cooking. And I mean, let's see. I always forget how many are in here. I think I wrote it down. Oh, in each one of these are 6. Is that right, Grillicious? Remind me if that's true, because I'm not going to pull. Yes, it says it right here. Recyclable, non-toxic, non-stick grill and pan wipes. So it is going to take all that. You don't need to put oil. You don't need to put Pam. You don't need to put a bunch of butter. All you do is use a grill wipe, and it is going to make for mess-free, non-stick cooking, no matter what you're cooking on. And so it can be indoors, it can be outdoors. I've heard people even using it on cedar plank, which I thought was really, really smart. The other thing people are starting to use them for now, as I'm thinking of entertaining and tailgating and all that, is cocktails. So you can wipe it around the rim of your cocktail. And they even have a video on their site for a kind of a spicy mango margarita. So you can use your mango peeler and make a tasty margarita with your fish tacos and your game day guac. And you put that on the rim, and then put a little tahini or whatever kind, or salt, whatever it is that you want to put on that as well. And Grillicious is in the house, and they're chiming in saying the 3-packs are on. Oh, I didn't realize that. I'm so sorry. I have the 6-pack, so my apologies. On Grommet, it is a 3-pack. Okay. Now, do you mean it's not 3 different pouches? You mean inside of the vacuum sealed pack, there's 3? Yes, I think that's true, but I'm sure they will let us know. 100% all natural, and it is made in the USA. Now, if you're wondering about ingredients and calories and all of that, I did want to show you the label. So I love that using this is going to give you just 10 calories. So really, really nice to know. So I thought I would show you that, but it's just a really clever something to have on hand to cook more healthy, but also easier, simpler, because you're not having to come up with these marinades and these sauces and all of that. Just using this is going to give you the best tasting, whether it could be fish, it could be steak, it could be chicken or pork or whatever it is that you're making. And again, I'm someone with the cast iron. I love my cast iron pans, but I also have a cast iron grill that I put in the pan. So I will just wipe that grill with a Grillicious, and it is the best. There's no sodium, which is, I mean, that's a big win, I think, for everybody. And each one of the little squares is just about 6 inches by 7 inches. And so it's a good size, and it really has quite a bit in there. So you can use it quite a lot. What else can it be used for? Griddles. If you have a griddle, it's great for that. Tailgating, RV, backyard, in the kitchen. So many uses for it. This is another one of those where when you start using it, it's just becomes such a staple. You can't imagine not using it. You can't imagine pouring oil on there. And how many times do you put oil on a paper towel and wipe the grate? You don't have to do that anymore. It's all inside of the Grillicious wipes. And they say cast iron loves Grillicious. It really does. It's almost as if they were made for that. Also, oh, great idea. I'm going to try that because I love my air fryer. I use air fryer all the time, and the crock pot. And they're saying it's great for that too. So many uses for these, you guys. And then let's talk about the flavors, because they have some great ones. So this was the garlic. You can probably smell it for days throughout my entire building. There is also a sweet mesquite that is so good. That could be my favorite, I think. And then there is a habanero hot. I have not tried the habanero hot yet. I need to try that one because I do like a little spice. I'm sure I'll love that. I'm sure I'll love that with my mango margarita, actually. And then there is it Hardy Hickory? Do I have that right? I'm having trouble reading my own writing. I think it's Hardy Hickory. And Fishtastic is saying, bet it would work in the air fryer too. And they agreed with that. Yes, it will. I mean, it'll let your imagination take shape because there's so many ways to use these guys. They're brilliant. So try them out. So for typically almost $30, you're getting $23.98, and you are getting a pack of 3, if I understand that correctly. Grillicious, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that is correct. And they are biodegradable. I appreciated that as well, because I know that is something that is on a lot of people's minds lately. Okay, we are going to move on, although this does kind of pertain to my next, it's a really nice segue for the final product of the show. This is one that I'm Armenian, guys, so I am kind of in love with this one because I grew up on shish kebabs, lamb kebabs, and I love making kebabs. But for most of us, when we think of grilling kebabs, we think of the barbecue outside, that we have to go outside to make the kebabs. And so when winter comes, we do them a little bit less because we're not wanting to go outside to the barbecue or the grill. Well, the gentleman that created this next product, it's called Oyaki. Let me show you. the pack that it comes in. It comes in this cute little bag right here. I love this for entertaining. So what it is it's kind of think about kebabs and think about reimagining, reinventing the way you cook kebabs. And the gentleman who created it, his name is Shiv, and he, in his mind, he grew up having Indian sort of tandoori cooking, and in those tandoori clay pots, things are cooked upright. And so he thought, because he is from Boston, Massachusetts, where it gets really, really cold. And so he loves the kebabs, but doesn't want to necessarily go outside in the freezing cold to grill them. So he was using the idea of tandoori pots when he came up with the Oyaki skewer system, which I am such a fan of. So, so here it is right here. And basically what it is it is 9 skewers that sit in this base right here, really cleverly designed. And so you are going to put your meat, your vegetables, whatever you want to put on here. And then you can put it in the oven just like this. So you can cook your kebabs inside. And because of the way they're positioned, again, thinking to the tandoori cooking, the heat is surrounding the whatever it is that you've put on the kebab. So it's getting a 360-degree cooking all at one time. So it cooks things to perfection. It's always perfectly evenly cooked. But you can also put this on the grill. So if you do still want to go outside and grill, you can do that too. And you just put them up top and you are going to have it, everything's going to be so perfectly grilled. They're not going to be stuck to the grate. Although if you're using your Grillicious, that won't happen. But in my mind, I'm thinking you could wipe these with the Grillicious. So you've got that amazing flavor infusing whatever it is you're putting on here from the inside out. That would just be to die for. So that is a great, I love these two together. But I just think it is such a smart way to make kebabs. And it doesn't have to be just for cooking, because you can do sort of anapasta kebabs, like think about fruit kebabs, any of that, because it's such a pretty presentation. And, it's not so pretty because I don't have any fruit or meat or anything on it. So let me show you what it looks like when it is in action. So look how pretty that looks. So you just bring that out to the table. It doesn't take up hardly any room at all. The footprint is very small, and it just shows off and displays the food so beautifully and makes it so easy for people to pick them up, take what they want. So again, you're seeing the grilled meat there, but you can do it with anapasta or anything else. And then the next picture here, I just want to show you with it cooking inside of the oven. So you just, maybe you're going to take one of the grill grates out and you just put it on a cookie sheet, and it's going to have that 360-degree heat circulation for perfect kebabs. And it is, so depending on what your oven is, it is about 8.5 inches tall when it's, all put together like this. And it has the 9 skewers that it comes with. It comes with the base. And then it does come with this cute bag that it all fits inside of. And then inside the bag is another bag, which this is where you're going to put your base. And then it comes with another cute little tote for the skewers themselves. And then it does come with a really fun recipe book, which I love that. Nice, just a nice little addition. The Oyaki Skewer System recipe book. And there's some really great recipes in here as well. The price point I love too. Another great giftable price point. It's under $40 at full price, but with the Grommet discount, if you grab that QR code, you are getting that whole system for $32. And this is something that you will use year round. I promise you. It's so smart. Even just lots of times we'll grill down at the beach, and you can bring this down and put it on the grill grate. It's not touching that yucky public grill that you never know what's been on there before you got there. It stays upright just like this while it cooks on top of the grill. Super smart. Let's say make it more delicious with Grillicious. Boom, love it. And yes, it was the hearty hickory sweet. Okay, I got the flavors right on that. So what do you think, Grillicious? I love the combo of these. I think this works so well together. Really smart. So maybe you need to sell Oyaki on your site and they need to sell Grillicious on their site. Little great combo, great marriage right there. So guys, that wraps up our show of 8 fantastic game day gear products from Grommet. Grommet game day gear. How about that? Really great products. We are going to do another giveaway before we say goodbye. And this was so fun. I love how active the chat was, you guys. So many great comments, so many great ideas. Love all the support of all the makers. Really, really fun. Love hearing all the teams that you guys are rooting for. I hope everybody has good luck. If you're betting, if you're doing fantasy football or you're putting money on any of the games, shame on you. No, I'm kidding. Awesome. We never make enough of them and so easy. Seriously, kebabs are such a healthy way to eat and they're so good and it's fun. So this just makes it easy and a little more fun. Okay, for our last giveaway, Jen put that up one more time to give you guys another chance at winning. So grab that QR code if you have not already. And if you haven't already put your favorite team in the chat, you still have time to do that. And she will give you yet another chance. So you're doubling your chances by putting your favorite team inside the chat. And I will remind you of all the products while everybody's getting in on the giveaway that we featured tonight. We started off with Pepper Pong, one of my very favorite. I've got to grab it because I love it so much. This guy right here, one of my very favorite games to play with the whole family. So, so fun. Cross between pickleball and ping pong. Hit of every party, I will tell you that. And then we went on to Happy Hour Hero, which is a brilliant armchair caddy that can hold everything from your favorite cup of coffee to a beer to you name it, and is just kind of a universal fit for any kind of chair, any size chair from 2 inches to over 5 inches. Really, really smart. Then we did Fish-tastic, which is a fantastic invention that makes it so easy to cook fish perfectly. This guy right here. And we did the Avo Loop, which is not just for avocados, but also for mango and kiwi. The easiest way to peel all 3 of those. And it's very cute design too, very clever. And then we did the Lulu. Cannot have a football party, a game day party without the Lulu, which is a touch-free sensor toilet freshener. And so many great scents. Jen, did we ever find out what was the most popular? I'm thinking it's citrus. I'm just going to go with that. And then we did the chair blanket. Brand new product on Grommet. So brilliant. It fits around any chair. It could be a beach chair. It could be an Adirondack chair. It could be a camping chair. Any chair. And just makes it so cozy. And the waterproof back makes it so you're not getting wet. You're not getting dirty. And you're just sitting in such a comfortable fleece blanket hugging you. Can't go wrong with that. And then we did Grillicious, which makes it so easy to cook mess-free, non-stick, and infused with flavor. Brilliant. And then we topped off the show with Oyaki, which is a whole skewer system that makes it easy to grill anything from fish to chicken to meat, anything skewer-like inside. You don't have to go outside anymore because this fits right into your oven. And so with that, we are going to give away the new product of the night, which, well, there's a few new ones, but I think we got to give away a chair blanket. I just think we're heading into fall and that blanket is going to come in such handy for somebody. So we are going to give away a chair blanket. And drum roll, please. Let's find out who the big winner of the night, the second winner of the night. Oh, wait a minute. We did find out the bestseller. I was not correct. Neither one of mine were right. The bestseller is the Lavender Fields. I would not have thought that because I don't know why I thought more guys would buy the Lulu than women. I guess it makes sense that women would. I think of lavender as something to sleep with. And so I'm worried I might fall asleep on the toilet if I put lavender in there. That would not be good. Okay, our second winner of the night is in the chat. I saw her in the chat. Her name is Maddie Garcia. Maddie, congratulations. You are the winner of a chair blanket. So you let us know, and I'd love for you, if you're still in the chat, let us know whether you're going to choose the red, the green, here's the green, or the gray. All great colors. I'm curious. Do you guys know City Bonfires? Do you have a bestseller yet? I got to go with the red. I got to think the red's a bestseller. So congratulations, Maddie. You're getting lots of congrats in the chat. And if you're here, let us know which color you're going to get. Otherwise, Jen will reach out to you to find out, and we will get a chair blanket out to you. And we would just love for you to post about it. We'd love to see you sitting in your chair blanket. And be sure to tag City Bonfires, tag Grommet, tag me, tag Greg, so that we can continue the promotion. And thank you guys so much for joining me for this super fun show. Thank you to all the makers. I think we had almost, if not all of them, almost all of them here tonight. It's always fun when we have the makers in the house. So thanks for being here. And thank you everybody for tuning in and supporting Grommet and all these fantastic, fantastic products. And whoever your team may be, I hope they have a winning weekend. And I will see you guys next week on Thursday for another fun episode of Grommet Live. We are going to have 7 brand new launch products next week. So you don't want to miss that. You'll have the makers in the house and 7 new inventions. So that's always super fun. So until then, have a wonderful weekend. Go team. And I'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody.